Sponsored by Vive Healthcare. So, when it comes to HIV prevention, do you leave it up to the other person?
Oh, I always take charge. I'm not leaving HIV prevention to the last minute.
So you're on PrEP?
Yeah, I moved to the beat of a different PrEP.
Go to rethinkprep.com to learn more.
You hear that? Sounds like music to your ears, right? It's actually your fave iced latte or iced Americano. Try the new Nescafe Espresso Concentrate. Pour, mix, and enjoy to hack your iced espresso just the way you like it. Nescafe, make your world. Tap the banner to learn more.
Festival season is here, and Discover has your VIP pass to get the vibes going. Groove to your favorite artists and find new ones along the way with a personalized VIP mix made just for you. Tap the banner now to build your VIP festival playlist by picking your favorite music genre and festival moment while we take care of the rest. That's what you deserve, after all. Brought to you by Discover.
On June 20th,
the world will know you as pop stars, but you will be hunters.
Netflix presents K-pop Demon Hunters.
The demon boy band?
The battle begins. Who will come out on top?
Let's go get these guys.
Join the fandom, featuring Takedown, performed by Jungyeon, Jihyo, and Chaeyoung of Twice.
I don't think you're ready for the takedown. Break you into pieces in a world of pain.
K-pop Demon Hunters, only on Netflix, June 20th. Rated PG. Parental guidance suggested.
the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules. My life destroyed, life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much can I take? My mind will break. Will it break? What can I take? Can I be your superhero? Fly away. It's the first time of today. Today. To dream, believe. You are the strength, you're all I need. Need. Oh, gonna give it a shot. Only one of me to shield you all from the enemy. You're a superhero. You're a superhero. Can I be your superhero? Superhero. 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 Can I be your superhero?
Yep, the beauty drunk drawer. Full of those used once, why did I buy this? That was a waste products. Stop adding to it. Shop at Sephora and break the cycle. Sephora only carries the hot, high-quality products you'll never regret buying, and brands you can only find at Sephora, like Kayali, Makeup by Mario, Kerastase, and M Beauty. Shop the hottest beauty with no regrets, only at Sephora.
With a Venmo debit card, you can Venmo more than just your friends. You can use your balance in so many ways. You can Venmo everything. Need gas? You can Venmo this. How about snacks? You can Venmo that. Your favorite band's merch? You can Venmo this. Or your next show? You can Venmo that. Visit venmo.me/debit to learn more. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp Bank and a facility licensed by MasterCard International Incorporated. Card may be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted. Venmo purchases will be declined.
Wow, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Save no fees or minimums on your Capital One checking account.
Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
We're leaving today and entering a world of Cinderella Castle sightseeing, Tron light cycling, Everest climbing, soaring, world of favorites. For whatever you love, infinite worlds await at the most magical place on Earth, Walt Disney World Resort.
Summer is almost here. American Eagle has new arrivals made for every adventure near or far. Catch our on-trend loose jeans for easygoing vibes. Plus, vacation in comfort this summer in our matching sets. And don't forget to check out the beach shop for relaxed, wear everyday button-ups, shorts, and more. Visit AE.com to shop online or shop in store.
No matter the reason, a Starbucks card is the perfect gift to make their day. Pick up a Starbucks card from any cafe or drive-thru during your next visit. You can also send an e-gift at starbucks.com/gift in the Starbucks mobile app or via iMessage. For all of life's little celebrations, or just because, treat them to a Starbucks card.
Going up. Prices keep going up these days. It feels like being on an elevator that only goes up.
Going up.
But not at Metro. We're pushing the down button.
Going down.
We've lowered prices. Get one line of 5G data for $40, period. That's 20% lower. And you get a free Samsung 5G phone when you bring your number. Only at Metro.
5-year guarantee on eligible plans. Exclusions apply. See website for details. Not available at Metro with T-Mobile in the past 6 months. Tax applies.
wants some TNT?
No stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I've been moving fast. Call me a shooting star. Let know who you are. Flying up in a bar. I wish I was a star. Time to show them who's in charge. Call me a shooting star. Shooting star. Got more than a couple of people going mad, I swear they're rooting hard. Tell them I be big in the game like she went and got them breast implants. I said I'm moving too fast, didn't even get a glance. I'm ready to eat up track like I'm seated in a restaurant. If you have swag like mine, you know it's best to flaunt. We are hating because you want, shining like it's neon, rock like kings of Leon. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Every trade, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, they love just have to leave. Shooting stars across the galaxy. I stand out, so don't be mad at me. Every trade, I'm with my strategy. When I turn up, they love just have to leave. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, shoot. Yeah, shoot.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay, courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for this day.
She's seen Encanto more times than she can count. And she can count to 10. She mentioned Mirabel in every conversation. But the moment she actually met Mirabel, she was speechless. That's pura magia. Find yours at Walt Disney World Resort.
Some people are gifted with a poker face. Abuela has the opposite. The family loved her reactions, but seeing her face as she saw Cinderella Castle for the first time, that was pura magia. Treasure it at Walt Disney World Resort.
Going up. Prices keep going up these days. It feels like being on an elevator that only goes up. Going up. But not at Metro. We're pushing the down button. Going down. We've lowered prices. Get one line of 5G data for $40. Period. That's 20% lower. And you get a free Samsung 5G phone when you bring your number. Only at Metro.
5-year guarantee on eligible plans. Exclusions apply. See website for details. Not available at Metro with T-Mobile in the past 6 months. Tax applies.
chase the leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah. No, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
CIO here with the weather. It's my car is an oven degrees out, but Sonic Sweet Top Lemonades are cooling things down with blueberry, lavender, and strawberry. It's a sweet bit of cold cream. Sonic Sweet Top Lemonades. Live free, eat Sonic. Limited time only at participating Sonic brands.
A history of winning began with losing sweat until a breakthrough in hydration science at the University of Florida brought Gatorade to athletes everywhere. Gatorade hydrates better than water, so you can sweat more, win more. Gatorade, is it in you?
Wow, it's you, the Capital One Bank guy.
That's what they call me.
Mind if I get a selfie?
Yeah, sure thing. Say no fees or minimums on your
Capital One checking account. Wow, that's a keeper. So, where are you heading?
I'm off to spread the good news that Capital One helps people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Oh, you're the best Capital One Bank guy.
Hey, mind if I get a selfie?
Sure.
Say, Capital One, what's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One and Andrew FDIC.
Kevin and Rachel and Peanut M&Ms on an 8-hour road trip. And Rachel's new favorite audiobook, The Cerulean Empress, Scoundrels Inferno. And Florian, the reckless yet charming scoundrel from said audiobook, and Kevin, feeling weird because of all the talk about packs. And Rachel handing him peanut M&Ms to keep him quiet.
Kevin, I can't hear.
Yellow, we're keeping it PG-13.
M&M's, it's more fun together.
royalty. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. But still give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world to see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Calling me royalty.
from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. Into the night, I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
I love being a public servant for New York State because I get to enjoy the sunshine and keep people safe.
My job offers great benefits and a flexible schedule.
I love being a public servant for New York State because I'm helping New Yorkers find solutions.
New York State is hiring and it's easier than ever to get a job. Now is the time for you to join us and start your career in public service.
Visit statejobs.ny.gov to get started today.
Brought to you by the New York State Department of Civil Service.
New vitamin water, zero sugar, pineapple passion fruit is packed with vitamins. Just like the amount of peas we packed in that sentence. It's packed like your tote bag. The one you stole from your ex. Or your overpriced Zappa studio apartment. Or extra rushed rush hour traffic. Packed like your calendar. Triple booked at 5, of course. Grab a vitamin water. Did we mention it's packed with vitamins?
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Mia.
Hi, Nia. It's Jennifer. Did you know that Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Yeah, I work here.
Okay. Just double checking. Get it?
Because Discover automatically doubles all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year?
Oh, you get me, Nia.
You could say that I double get you.
I guess we've taken it too far.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match.
See terms at discover.com/crypto.
Streets empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. Getting stronger, step by step. Clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes Feel like a dynamite, ready to explode right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Take a real break with Pure Leaf Iced Tea, powered by natural caffeine from real tea leaves. It's time for real brewed refreshment and the real revitalization of a quality iced tea. Time for a tea break. Time for Pure Leaf.
With the Venmo debit card, you can Venmo everything. Your favorite band's merch, you can Venmo this. Or their next show, you can Venmo that. Visit Venmo.me/debit to learn more. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bankrupt Bank N.A. pursuant to license by MasterCard International Incorporated. The card may be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted. Venmo purchase restrictions apply.
The best part about road trips? Snack breaks. So grab a to-go bottle of Fairlife Ultra Filtered Milk during your next pit stop. With 50% more protein and 50% less sugar than regular milk and an oh-so-delicious taste. From creamy chocolate to delicious strawberry, there's a Fairlife flavor for everyone. Make a to-go bottle of Fairlife your road trip essential. Tap the banner or visit fairlife.com to learn more.
Ryan Reynolds here from Nicole. With the price of just about everything going up, we thought we'd bring up prices. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. I bet you get 30, 30, bet you get 30, bet you get 20, 20, 20, bet you get 20, 20, bet you get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month. So
give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes of network speed. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Time to chop and drop.
Tuna!
I have no honor. justice! I fear nothing! Victory roll! Second time! Wasabi! I break middle gears of blood! Only my heart is stronger than my brain! Defeat! I fear nothing! More walkie, less talkie! I am not in my own plate! I fear nothing! Who wants some TNT? Must remember bring walkie-talkie. Wasabi! Even monkeys! I can smell the sakura! Go! I fear nothing! I can smell the sakura! I fear nothing! Defeat! I fear nothing!
Let's go kick some! Let's go kick some!
You saw me